Good morning, everybody. This is Archana here from Read, Write, Inspire. Today, I wanted to discuss with you how you can balance multiple writing projects. Maybe you are a newbie writer, and for you, the idea of working on multiple writing projects at the same time seems a bit untrue and overwhelming. But believe me, once you've published your first few books, you are going to be getting a lot more calls from your present and future publishers. You would be commissioned for various writing projects. Apart from this, there will be certain personal pet projects that you would want to write on, whether they are going to see the light of the day or not. And along with this, you might also be writing for magazines, newspapers, articles, blogs, and so on. And if you're lucky, you might even get to write a script or two. While all this sounds very exciting, pursuing multiple writing projects can get a bit overwhelming. Let's see how to handle that in today's video. Before we go any further, let me introduce you to Read, Write, Inspire. Read, Write, Inspire is a writer's studio filled with resources that help you read deeper, write better, and create a strong author platform. I share videos on planning, productivity, time management, writing tips, genre-specific writing advice, and much more. Everything specifically tailored for writers. If this is something that interests you, subscribe to this channel. Tap that bell button so that you are notified every time I post a new video. Coming back, I'm sharing 4 tips with you today on how you can balance multiple writing projects. 2019 started with me being commissioned for 2 books for children and also with 2 different scripts. While the scripts are still a work in progress and there's a lot of inputs which keep coming into them, but the books are completely something that I just have to work on. It's an individual project. Apart from this, there has been another thriller that I've been working on. One that I've been working on, in fact, the first draft is over. I'm working on completing it. And the second thriller is there as an idea in my head, and I've just been researching a little bit on it. Apart from this, there is also a children's project that I am really fond of and that I want to work on. In fact, I've written the first couple of stories on it. Let's see, I don't know how that's going to proceed. Apart from this, there are also a few other pet projects that I want to work on, like flash fiction anthology, a non-fiction book, and so on. I know, it's going to take me nearly a lifetime to actually get it down and finish all these things. But yes, having these multiple writing projects is in one way a very interesting and good thing to do. Because some days when I'm stuck on one project, it's so easy for me to just put that away and go to another. And also, as I am working on a project, maybe I'm writing, like I told you, I'm writing the second draft of my thriller. But at the same time, I can read other books that are needed to work on the commissioned writing project. So there is a kind of balance in this. As far as scripts are concerned, I'm writing something and passing on to others, waiting for their approval and how to proceed. But in that time duration, in that time gap, it makes a lot of sense to once again get back to working on my writing projects so that that time is not wasted. Having multiple writing projects can be a wonderful thing if you know how to balance between them. So let's see some few tips on how I balance between it. Tip number 1, stay organized. What happens is that one common problem that some people face is they end up mixing characters or locations or scenes, and this can be a huge problem. So this is why you need to stay organized and you need to carry maybe different folders or or you can take a 5 subject notebook and divide it into different sections for each writing project, or you can have different Scrivener projects for each of the projects that you are handling, or something of that sort, But you need to keep all your research material, all your character analysis, plot notes, and everything for each project separately and on hand, so that it's easier for you to manage this. In the video, you can see how I maintain this book, which has different colored sections, and in these, each section represents one of the projects. I don't do any writing in this book. This book only contains my character notes, character sketches, and any other important things which I need to remember about the story, the timeline of the story, and some plot notes. Tip number 2, have a plan. So usually, what I do is I don't try to switch between projects in a single day. When I take a particular writing project for that day, I like to stick to that. I don't move between projects in the same day. However, it need not be true for you. You can maybe work in the morning on a project, afternoon on another, and evening on another. In fact, I remember Isaac Asimov's interview where he mentions that he has various writing projects on various typewriters, and they are standing in a row over there. And once he gets bored of one, he just leaves this place and shifts to the next typewriter and starts working on the project, whatever is half finished over there. And that's how he wrote 500 books in his lifetime. Tip number 3, have some goals, and some deadlines. Have some goals and deadlines, because what happens is, it shouldn't become that you're flitting between projects but none of them ever see the end of the day. That would be something disastrous to happen. So if you do not have deadlines which are imposed on you on publishers or directors, then why don't you create some deadlines for yourself? Especially this is true with your pet projects, because otherwise they are never going to see the light of the day. Tip number 4, don't be scared to say no. It's totally okay to say no to a particular project. I can understand that it's such a wonderful feeling to have a publisher contact you and commission you for a project. However, if it's a project that doesn't excite you, or if it is a project that you don't want to work on, please take a bold stance and say no, because this no can help you concentrate better on the writing projects that you already have on hand. Rather than taking on too many projects and not delivering on any, it is okay to say no to a few so that you can give your all to the ones on hand. I hope you found all these 4 tips useful, and I wish that you are burdened with a lot of multiple writing projects this year. All the best for your writing. If you liked this video, please click like below, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for many more such videos. Bye.